This video is going to be my journey on getting my mandibular tori removed. I have my appointment tomorrow. So I guess to start, we'll go ahead and show you what I'm working with here. So mine are pretty big. They go pretty far back. Sometimes they affect the way I talk, and going to the dentist or having any dental work done is always a pain because they're always having me try to bite down on something. I'm like, I can't. So I have, according to my docs, I'm getting general anesthesia tomorrow. My appointment's at 10 a.m. I cannot have any food or water, nothing 6 hours beforehand. So tonight I'm just kind of loading up on food in preparation for that. I did have a consultation for this that was a month and a half ago, and that cost was $150. And then the estimate I got from the oral surgeon is that the total cost is going to be about $1,900, and the insurance may pay $1,400. I like that. They may pay, and if they do, I will only owe $510, but we'll see how that works out. So I guess that's it. Wish me luck. I'll let you know how it goes tomorrow. All right, so I am about 24 hours after the operation. It happened yesterday. I am talking a little bit weird, so bear with me. But let me show you kind of what's going on in there. So really cleaned it all out, and he went a lot farther back with the tori than I thought. And I'll have to remember to insert a screenshot to like the bones that they chipped out. Okay, so I am going to recap in detail on what happened from the night before surgery to now. I'm going to go into a lot of detail just in case you're sizing up like what this is like post-recovery, or if you're on, kind of the first day, or if you just got the operation today. So night before the operation, I had a really big meal because I knew I wasn't able to eat before the procedure, and I knew I wasn't really going to eat very well after either. So anyway, I didn't really sleep that well the night before, so I was up at about 7 hours before the operation, and I went ahead and just loaded up on even more food, even though I wasn't really that hungry, but just kind of knew it may be the last time for a while. I showed up at the office at 9:30 a.m., did some paperwork, and then went into the operating room at 10 a.m. The room was kind of like a dentist office, not really that different, except it would had 4 walls and a door, so no one else could see anything. And I thought I may have to change into some kind of surgery type gown and hairnet, but no, it was just straight clothes. And I had a t-shirt and shorts on, and they just immediately started hooking up all the blood pressure and heart type stuff. The nurse talked to me for a little bit and just kind of gave me the information I needed to know for what I needed to do the rest of that day, and gauze, water, what you can eat, etc. She left and the doctor came in, and then he kind of briefed me on more of the surgery type stuff, like what they were going to do and that kind of thing. And then he left, and then there was about a 20-minute wait where there was no one else in the room. And well, I had my driver in the room too, so she could listen to the after operation care as well. But anyway, so then 4 of them walk in, dentist and 3 other helpers. There were no introductions, no small talk. It was just straight to business. Next thing I knew, I had an IV in me, and I'm falling asleep. I woke up about 45 minutes later, and I had gauze in my mouth. And as soon as I woke up, they kind of started taking it out, and then they put another one in, and then that was pretty much it. I walked out of there under my own power. I was really, really groggy though. Let's see. I took the gauze out about 45 minutes after I left, and it was pretty bloody. And I also had to use water, drink a little water in there just to kind of loosen the gauze from the skin to get it pull out. I didn't have to use gauze after that, and it bled kind of off and on for the next hour or so, but nothing that felt out of control or anything. Let's see. As far as pain meds and stuff, I about 3 hours after the op, I started noticing the numbness in my jaw was starting to kind of go away. So I went ahead, and the mouth felt like it just had a lot of trauma in there. So just to be safe and to kind of get stuff going, I took a hydrocodone. I said that right. That's one of the bigger pain meds, and then I took a little ibuprofen as well. As as that got less numb, I wouldn't say I was in pain, but anytime my tongue touched anything down there, it just felt, I'd say, discomfort to maybe mild pain. I just didn't like doing it. I could talk, but I didn't want to. And if I did talk, I tried to say as the least amount as possible. Let's see. I also got an amoxicillin, which is an antibiotic, and I got a mouth rinse, which is chlorhexidine gluconate, and it's kind of like a mouthwash, but it's not like alcohol-y or aggressive. Like, it doesn't hurt the wound, in other words. Okay, so now that we got pain, blood out of the way, let's go to food. Food and drink. The only thing I drank yesterday was water, and I had room temperature water, and that was not painful whatsoever. That was definitely something I had a lot of. I had my main way of eating is to just load something on the tongue and take it like a pill straight back. So I had chicken noodle soup. So anytime I had encountered like a noodle or a small piece of chicken, again, load it like a pill and swallow. I had soup. Well, again, couple types of soup. I had Greek yogurt, and for that I went with the highest milk fat I could find, which was 5%. I just wanted something really, really dense calories to minimize the amount of time that I'm swallowing, because that's what really hurt the most is whenever I would swallow, the back of my tongue would come into contact with the molar, like, suture area, so that would cause some discomfort. I had applesauce, no sugar, applesauce. I have not yet cracked into mashed potatoes, but I'm going to do that today. And then I also had a piece of bread where I'd rip off a chunk and mash it down like a pill. Again, load it on the tongue and back it goes. So that worked pretty well for me. And before the operation, I did have out peanut butter. I thought I could get away with that, but that's the exact kind of food you don't want. Like, peanut butter getting in the mouth sticks everything, and in order to like clean it up, you have to lick. And licking anything near the Tori area is a complete no-go. Whereas applesauce and yogurt can be washed away just with water. So, okay, I think I got food out of the way. I went to sleep last night. All I did for that is I took ibuprofen. I did not take any more hydrocodone, and that was fine. I drank some water through the night, and then this morning when I woke up, I had to spit out a little blood. I'm guessing my tongue clipped like a blood clot or something, and not much blood though. I'm also a lot, like, my tongue is a lot freer to kind of explore the bottom down there, and it feels like a lot of loose skin. And I also noticed what do you call them, the stitches on the front. I noticed those a lot too, and they're dissolvable, but I think maybe a week or something if I remember right. But anyway, so that's it for this day, and I'll recap more as it develops.